What's good, R&B Squad? This is Heart of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new to this family, we don't believe that you're here by accident. Welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. So, the word I have today comes from a dream that I had, and for whom it's for, you are wondering why you just went through something, and you're wondering why you went through it, or why you're going through it. And let me tell you, God spilled all the tea. So if this is you, you may want to listen very carefully. Also, there's some confirmation in there. There's some detail in there that is going to be unique to someone's situation. Okay? So all of it isn't going to be for all of the same people. Take what's yours and leave the rest. Eat the meat, spit out the bone. Y'all know how we do it here. Okay? So I was shown one scenario in the dream that this word is based on. But even though I was shown that one scenario, the Lord did have me understand that this can go for a lot of different situations. For some of you, this is something pertaining to your kingdom spouse journey, your kingdom marriage journey. This is a situation that happened with your God-ordained spouse, okay? For others, it's something involving your workplace. For others, it's something involving your family. As you listen, you'll pick which one is for you. So in this dream, I saw these two people talking. But the way they were speaking to each other, it looked like they were hiding, like they were trying to do it in secret. And as I looked at the man and the woman, it dawned on me. I came to understand that the man was actually someone else's God-ordained partner. And the woman he was speaking with was not his God-ordained partner. But this woman, she was giving him some sort of information. She was talking to him about something. And what she was saying, as I listened, I realized she was talking about his God-ordained spouse. So she was saying some things about his God-ordained spouse, and he just stood there and he was listening to her. And as he listened, I saw his expression change. It went from being confused to being upset. Okay? And after he gets done talking to this woman, he goes and he confronts the woman who is his God-ordained partner, and he begins to argue with her. And he tells her what he learned. He gives her the information that he received from that other lady, but he doesn't tell her who he got the information from. He passes it off as if he came up with it on his own. Okay? And what ended up happening is that they ended up in an argument and they went their separate ways. They went in separate directions. Then a little bit later, the same woman, the God-ordained spouse, she enters this room and there's all of this mess in the room. There's a lot of mess there. There's just like a lot of paper and clutter and stuff all over the floor. And she has a broom in her hand and she's thinking about cleaning this mess up, and she gets to cleaning it, but then she realizes that it's going to be too much for her. So she leaves it alone, and she leaves it alone, and she has this expression on her face like, I know that it doesn't end here, but I know that it's not my job to clean this up. That's the expression she had on her face. Like she knew that one way or the other, the mess had to be cleaned, but she knew that it wasn't her job to clean it up. And that was the end of the dream. So let me get into the interpretation. For some of you, this is a situation with your God-ordained partner. For some of you, it is a situation at work. For some of you, it is a situation within your family. The common denominator here is that your name has been brought into disrepute. Somebody said something bad about you to bring your character into disrepute to your kingdom spouse. For those of you whom this is a kingdom spouse word, that's what happened. For those of you whom this has something to do with your job, there is somebody, your coworker, someone who brought your name into disrepute in front of your superiors, okay? If this is a family scenario, the reason why some of your family members may not be speaking with you or they may seem to be upset with you is that there has been somebody who has been playing both sides. So this person has been getting in between you and the rest of your family. They've been saying bad things about you. And so now everybody's looking at you sideways. They're looking at you funny. All right? Now, the person, the perpetrator for every one of these scenarios that I just described is someone that you did not initially expect was involved. You know not enough not to trust this person. You know that this person has done you dirty in the past, but you did not think that this time they had anything to do with it. You could not see how they could have been involved in it. But when you put two and two together, you'd realize that your person if this is a kingdom spouse word for you, your person wouldn't just come out of nowhere with information like that and start arguing with you or getting upset with you over it. And it's the same thing for your job. Like, it's no way these people would just go and try to find out something about you and bring it up, and so bring your job into question or your position into question. And in your family, this is something that may have been, this information may have been something about you that was from so long ago that now you're wondering, this doesn't even make sense. Why bring this up now? Why bring this up now? And let me just tell you, the person that you did not think was involved in it is the very person that did it. And when you hear this, you're going to know and you're going to believe that this person did it, because you know this person can't be trusted. You know this person, they get dirty. They get down and dirty. And this isn't the first time they tried to drag your name through the mud. Okay? So what they did is they went looking for something that they thought they could hold over your head, some information that they thought that maybe you didn't tell your spouse yet. Maybe you hadn't revealed to your family yet. Maybe you had not revealed to your superiors at work yet. It's not that you didn't intend to tell them, but you just hadn't gotten to the opportunity, or you hadn't chosen the right time to tell them about it. And this person decided to jump the gun and tell this person for you, or tell these people at your job for you, or tell your family for you. So basically, they brought you into discredit with these people, because now these people are looking at you, or now your person is looking at you like, okay, this person wasn't honest with me. They weren't honest about this. But there is a twist to that. Now, for those of you for whom this is a kingdom spouse word, let me tell you why your person decided to take that information and run with it, and decided to use it as an opportunity for the two of you to go your separate ways. It's because your person is hiding something as well. Your person is hiding something much worse than what they claim you hid from them. It's something much bigger that they're hiding from you. And they're almost relieved by the fact that this thing has come up at this time. They can't believe their good fortune, because this is acting almost as a distraction from what they're hiding from you. It's something really big that they don't want you to find out just yet. They know they've got to tell you in order for you guys to move forward. But they can't bring themselves, they can't muster the courage, because it is such a big secret. They cannot muster the courage to tell you just yet. And so now that they find out that there was something that you didn't tell them, that there was something that you weren't completely honest with them about, they're milking that for all they're worth. They're milking that because they intend to eventually tell you, when the truth comes out about them, well, you know, you weren't honest with me about so and so either. And I found out another way. But you know what? When that woman came out of that room, she saw a mess. God is going to expose what your person is hiding from you. For those of you whom this is a word regarding your job, it's some things that goes on in that company that you don't know about. God is going to expose it to you. And they're using this little situation about you as a distraction from what's actually going on, as a deterrent from finding out what's really going on. In your family, it's a secret that is being kept from you, and they're using this opportunity where there's this little deterrent about you that has come up to divert the attention from what is really going on. So these people who are ridiculing you right now, these people who are coming down hard on you, whether it's your God-ordained partner, or it's your family, or it's your superiors at work, for not being completely honest, it's something that they're hiding that they don't want you to know. So they're milking this little deterrent, this little distraction that involves you for all it is worth. And then when the truth comes out, they're going to have the nerve to say to you, well, you know, you weren't completely honest about so and so either. But the thing that you weren't honest about pales in comparison to what they're hiding from you. Let me just tell y'all. The thing that they're hiding from you is much worse, much bigger than anything that you kept from them. And I understood that by the magnitude of the mess that I saw in that place that that woman was trying to clean up. And here you are in waking life trying to fix this. You don't know how to fix this. You may be trying to reach out to your person and smooth things over with them. You may be wondering, but why are they so upset about something like this? Or if you're at your job, you're trying to clear your name now, or you're trying to clear your name with your family. God is saying that's not your mess to clean up. Oh, it's going to get cleaned up. Some people are going to have to come clean, but it is not your mess to clean up. All you got to do is sit back and wait on God, and God is going to expose them. Now, this part is very unique to somebody's situation. This part isn't going to apply to everyone. So listen carefully to whether or not this is for you, okay? For some of you with your God-ordained partner, they're terrified about the truth coming out regarding a child. And I know that's not easy for you to swallow, but you'll know this is for you because you've already suspected it. You've already suspected, this has already been in your spirit. That's how you're going to know this is for you. They are terrified. Your God-ordained spouse is terrified about the truth coming out involving a child. So it's a child involved. They didn't tell you the whole truth about that child. And they're terrified about the truth coming out. And they're using this thing where they say that you weren't honest with them about this small thing. They're using that as an excuse to distance themselves from you so that they can buy themselves some time, because they're trying to buy time to come forward about this thing that they've been holding back. Okay? And as for this person who caused this trouble, this person who went and slandered your name and said things about you, whether they slandered your name to your God-ordained partner or to your superiors at work or to your family, here is what the Lord is saying. Okay? The Lord led me to Ephesians 4:31 and Matthew 5:11 to 12. But before that, the Lord let me know that He is going to bring that person into heavy defeat for what they did. They did it with bad intentions. See, whether or not what they said had some truth to it, and you really were holding something back from your God-ordained partner, or you really were holding something back from your superiors at work or from your family, they exposed the information not because they thought that the truth should come out, but because they wanted to hurt you. They wanted to bring your name into disrepute. But God is looking at them like, you shouldn't have, this is my child. You shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that because you didn't even do it with the right intentions anyway. You did it so you could get your foot in the door and make this person look bad at the same time. So God is saying that because of what they did, they're going to experience heavy defeat. And there is no way for them to escape it. And so, as I was saying earlier, the Lord led me to Ephesians 4, verse 31. You may be upset because of the fact that this person did this, and you're going to find out who it is, exactly who it is. And you may be upset. You may be tempted to stoop to their level. But the Lord said, let all bitterness, wrath, anger, clamor, and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. Ephesians 4:31. So God is going ahead of you and warning you that when you find out who this person is that did this, that caused all this trouble, that you are not to stoop to that person's level, because God is going to deal with them. And then He led me to Matthew 5, verses 11 to 12. Blessed are you when they revile you and persecute you, and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. So you are being completely demonized over this. This one thing that you may not have been completely honest about. Your whole character has come into question because of this one thing. Okay? And you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it because, like I said, as God showed it to me, it's things that these people are hypocrites. Your God-ordained spouse is being a hypocrite right now. Your superiors are being hypocrites. Your family members are hypocritical right now because it's things that they are hiding from you, big things that they haven't told you yet because they're trying to save face. They're trying to save themselves and the way they look in your eyes. But here they are condemning you for not telling them the whole truth about something, and not telling them fast enough the whole truth about something. And another thing that God just put in my spirit is that they never should have given a listening ear to this mischief maker. This person that came slandering you, they never should have given a listening ear to this individual. So God is going to deal with them for that as well. So that's all I got for this message, guys. God is saying it's not your mess to clean up. He is going to clean it up. And it's some things that are going to come out in the open, things that have been hidden, and they're big things. They're not small. Okay, so look out for that. I hope that this message confirms something for somebody. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.